Transformer Tuesdays, we're looking at this Core Class Hotrod right here. How cool is he? He's from the Kingdom line a couple of years ago. I've had him for a while. I like him a lot. He's very fun. He's a Hot Wheels size car, which is my favorite scale for a little vehicle. Just a tiny little dude. Very cool. You saw he slides real good, but the wheels don't roll fantastic. They're just a little plastic, and they do roll, but they're not great, and it doesn't work really for like zooming. But he does slide good. But if I put a little force, he'll fly right off the table. But cool otherwise. We got the Energon sword for his vehicle mode tabbed into his spoiler there, so I love that storage for the robot mode weaponry in the vehicle mode, even if you can't hide it away. But that's what he looks like without it, and he looks good. We got great paint apps for the silver on the pipes, that kind of bluish gray for the windows. You got that orange right up there on the hood with the yellow flames, the silver engine popping out looking good. And nice sculpting on the spoiler. I do wish this was molded in yellow plastic instead of red painted yellow. And you even got the mold for the pop-out headlights. That's real cool. Underside, you can clearly see the robot, but that's how it usually is with these guys. This is a fun figure, though. I like it a lot. The paneling's a little bit troublesome, and the gappage, but pretty much all the figures are like this. I've looked this guy up, and everybody else seems to have the same sort of problem with the fella in one form or another, but a little bit of gappage and not clicking wholly for their guy. So I guess that's just the way the dude's made, unfortunately, and that's a bit of a problem. But if that wasn't a thing, this would be a 10 out of 10 vehicle mode. It is so clean and nice looking. I love it a lot. But let's transform the sucker, huh, and see how he looks in robot mode. So what you're going to want to do is, first thing is take this bit here and just kind of pop that up, and then kind of break it apart, and does that real easy. And then you're just going to kind of take both these sections here, grab it, and you're just going to kind of loosen it up, and it's going to move out. If you can remove the spoiler, so let me just show that to you so you can see this better. But you'll see there's these holes right here, so just kind of push this down so that bit goes up through the gap there, and just kind of tilt these to the side and bring that up partially. Now you're going to want to just bring these down, and you just kind of fold it up, and you're going to click that, and that's going to make the leg whole. So then bring that down and fold that up, so that sort of accordions in. So you can see on this side, swing that up, bring that all the way down, fold that up. And this doesn't really click into place, but it does sort of just stay locked in pretty good. Like it just stays stuck in there good. So that's his legs pretty much done right there. Then just bring that down. So pull that out, bring it down, and yeah, there you go. Then you want to bring this up, although you do want the spoiler attached for this, although you can take it off and use it as a weapon if you want, which is pretty cool. But the little tab right there is going to tab into his back and plug in. And also, you notice how his head's hollow? Brainless son of a bitch. But he's pretty cool looking. Let's give him his Energon sword that we set aside a minute ago. And he's looking real good. Now, you could complain that there's some big gaps inside of his legs, and that you have a bunch of this folded back. But there's always a little bit of kibble in robot modes, and his just seemed to be entirely contained in his legs, which I don't have too big of problems with, especially since he's such a small scale figure and everything. My biggest complaint for his robot mode is actually that because of the ball joint in his shoulder, you can only bring his arm out that much. You can't bring it out any further, or it just pops right out of the joint there, and you gotta snap it back into place. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Also, if you untab this here and take his spoiler off, you can still bring this back up. It just won't tab or click into anything. But either way, that's all right. But if you do that, then you can take this out and use it as a weapon. So that's pretty cool, even though it doesn't really fit in his hands too well. It's great for bigger figures if you're using him with big figs. But you can kind of use that as sort of a crossbow weapon type of thing. That's pretty cool. I dig that, although it's not my favorite. And you do miss out on the cool look of how it looks when it's attached to his back, because you do get a good silhouette that way. You can just use the pipes on his arms for like a blaster, though, too. I like to imagine doing that. That's pretty fun. He looks cool. I like him a lot. I love that we get this fun blue paint for the Energon weapon. It would have been really rad if that was done in translucent plastic, but I get it. They're just doing this is a cheap figure, so this is all red plastic and they just painted this blue, but it looks good. I like it. It's very cool. Also, we can see on his chest here you get the details of the flames and the Autobot symbol, which look real good, and his eyes are painted the same light color blue as the Energon sword. It's a little hard to see with the shadow of his mask that hangs over it, but he looks good. I like him a lot. I like that we do get the orange details like you got on his legs, you do have on his chest there. So we even get a little bit of that orange and the yellow in robot mode. He looks great. I think this guy is a fantastic dude. What can I do? Show off his show off everything he can do. You know, you got a ball joint at the thigh there, so you can go all the way up and around. You can do all that stuff. You got a ball joint on the knee, so you can twist that around too. No waist articulation. I already showed you the limitations of his arm and that getting in the way. And you got a ball joint on his elbow, but it's a tiny little thing, so there's not much you can really do with it. The front of his arms are much shorter than the tops. Head moves. It's not on ball joint, but you can move it around at least, so that's something. I like that. It's better than it being locked into place. One thing that's really fun, just because of his transformation with this whole swing out bit, is you can use that to your advantage for posing to do some leg stuff, just to get him in a position of doing a thing. And I think that works well. I like it. Like, it doesn't always look perfect, doesn't look great, but if you angle things right for photos and such, and just for balance, it can be pretty groovy. I dig it. Like, well, let's, yeah, see, that's the biggest bummer, is you can't bring his arm out anymore to get a good side shot, because I'd love to have his arm just stretched out like he's blasting his pipes to the side. That'd be cool. But fun figure otherwise. I like him a lot. Let's show you how to transform him back, even though it's pretty simple. So, you know, you always want to just get the dude all straightened out. Alright, we're all straightened out. So, you're going to want to pop this off just a little bit to get that a little bit out of the way. So, grab him right here. And we're going to bring the arm up. This tab right here is going to go into that hole right there when we swing this up like that. So, just like so. And you can see there. Did you see how the tab went in? There we go. So, probably better for me to show you this direction so you can see the actual tabbage happening. Oh, that's pretty clever. I like it, but man, I could get cracked up at that hole in his head. Oh man. So take these bits back here and just sort of fold that up and pop them partially open so they're kind of like that, and you're going to want to bring this all the way down and then fold this in, and it should have that. And let's take that off so you can see that this bit here is going to kind of slide in and under that, and it's going to click into place. because this tab right here is going to hook into the hollow right there as we do that. So you swing that up, that's going to go in there. It's going to kind of tab underneath, hooking inside and under there, so that goes in and slides locking underneath it. That one tab hooks into this bit here, and this center bit in their legs just kind of locks together, so you get a bunch of locking happening all at once when you slide those up like that there. Then we're taking this bit up here and we're just kind of clicking them into place. This tab right here goes into this, and that center one is going to go right into there. So just locking those all into place here like that. Get it all straightened out, and then we're just pushing it in, and this is where the panely bits don't always line up, and you just got to kind of click it into place there. And there you go. That's him. Just put this back in. That'll lock into place, and we can tab the sword back in if you like. There you go. We're all done with this hot rod. He's real cool. I like him a lot. He's a lot of fun. He does have his problems, and they are kind of big problems, but the things I like about him, way down on the list, you know, as far as like, man, I just like this guy more than I don't. His problems are minuscule compared to how much fun he is otherwise, especially if you just want to have a cool looking car. He's a great little fiddle with desk dude. Not the best core class figure in recent years, and you could do a little bit better picking up some other ones, but this one is a whole lot of fun. And if you like what you see, track him down. He's cool, and you can still find him pretty decently priced. I think you can find him for like 15 bucks still, so that ain't bad considering he originally retailed for only 10. Although still that is like a bit of a jump percentage wise, but it's not going to break your bank if you liking the figure from this old video here. So anyhow, thank you for joining me. I love these Transformer Tuesdays. Just an excuse to pull out a dude from my toy box and have some fun with them, especially if I haven't messed with them in a minute. And it's been probably like half a year since I was messing around with this dude, but he's a whole lot of fun, and I have him posed in my Autobot City display, and that's a whole lot of coolness right there. Hey, I should show that, shouldn't I? Hey, check that out, racing around Autobot City. I got my Guardian robot in base mode, and I just use that as Autobot City, but I got all my dudes set up there, at least all my little dudes. Got the tank thing all set up as like a big old base and stuff being worked on. Yeah, I guess I ain't showed off my Autobot City, so I might as well. That's cool. But yeah, big old cool base, a lot of fun. That's where all my little dudes hang out. It's a blast. I love it. If you see any dudes in here I ain't reviewed that you want to see or check out, leave me a comment and I'll do a video on them. But I want to say I've done videos on about half of these dudes. I don't think I've done any on that base there. That was that Amazon Galaxitron pack. That was real cool. Got that about 6 or 7 years ago, I want to say. And this arc is really cool too. But anyhow, yeah, this is about Hot Rod. This is just where he's been racing around and hanging. I dig it, though. He's a whole lot of fun. High recommendation. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk more Transformer toys with you next week.